Hello? We should be back. I went to get coffee. Did OBS crash like I predicted? Yeah, it crashed. Muted? What the? I shouldn't be muted. It's me. Hiss! I'm pinging you at 3 a.m. Right, here we go. Hopefully this goes well. Bad Psycho Boy. Hold on, let me tab out and play this for you. Bad Psycho Boy. Sorry that it's you're currently being covered by this. There you go. Thank you, Bad Psycho Boy. Let me move that. Now you're being covered. Thank you for the tier 2 as well, Bad Psycho Boy. Okay, let's go.
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up.
Yeah, look at that. There's no lag anymore.
Pretty exposed out here, so try to.
That is ridiculous.
Get me on that boat.
What?
Monarch's right on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. That was Dr. Emerald.
And they patched this after 10 years? Well, the driver was updated after 10 years.
Let me check.
That's genuinely incredible. I cannot believe that. Okay, let's go. Just for you, don't say that. Unk drivers, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Riverport Herald. Is our history being erased? Brownsville Herald. Dardanelles fought at Mercy warships long-range guns. Summer normal for the city is now certain.
There?
Yeah,
Hundreds were armed, nothing has happened. Catholic clergy in Mexico City held for ransom. Ranger force increase is to be made. Counties may be given right to make something? US firms are aiding British, it is charged. Russians renew presumed siege with new guns. How old are some of these newspaper clippings, do you reckon? Right, let's have a look. Let us see what we can get done. Oh.
We still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder. Doing another sweep.
Requiem also had issues with the driver.
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring theme of the night. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright
Thanks for your
ideas?
patience, folks. Have you on your way again soon.
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant
Hello,
gas sign out
Kumaru.
front.
Welcome,
Can't
buddy.
miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
I thought
There's
the
not a
same
lot of
thing,
options.
Beth.
Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's all rendered in game. Isn't that cool? Apparently, I missed something back here. The television.
Okay, how are we getting down there?
Sorry,
Where's the
I did miss
fireboat?
this. God damn. God damn. What is this?
So, we don't know where he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
What?
There is all of ours. Lots of the Gratsu things happening in Gitu of Night Springs.
Thank you.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be But the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
And yet, that is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
It's Night Springs.
Night Fringe.
Springs.
Bright blings.
Night Springs.
Fright. Whinge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource in Night Springs.
Wow.
Right things.
Incredible. I'm I'm glad we interacted with it. Right things. That's the energy I bring to my TTRPG sessions. Go to Beth and Sophia. Get out of the building. I will try to. Again, I'm going to try to interact with most of the interactables. Will I read them all? I'll give a cursory glance, but I think I'm over-reading every single little
For
thing.
those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack.
Solaris,
Joyce may also have been
no.
involved in a firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line, we have Ken Bukowski, a bridge operator for the Port
Ken
Donnelly
Bukowski.
Bridge. Ken, what can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my little guy. Hey, Ben, hope you're listening.
Isn't it past his bedtime?
He'll be up reading those Hunger Games books if I know him. But, yeah.
It's topical.
I'm just out here in the control booth overlooking the bridge. Monarch's got a roadblock set up, checking all the cars as they go through. It's all very well organized. I got a nice young fellow from Monarch up here, Darren, doing some kind of lookout from above. He's not a coffee drinker, so there must be something wrong with him. No, but we're in good hands, even though it's not cops at the roadblock.
Yes, Ken, Monarch is working to assist the police in the hunt for Jack Joyce. I know some people have asked, does Monarch have the authority to do this? Well, my question is, if not Monarch, then who? I think we need to recognize that we are currently in a state of crisis. Why isn't Joyce behind bars? If the police are overwhelmed, then I say we take all the help we can get. Monarch is the only thing keeping this city safe. Am I right, Ken?
I guess that makes sense.
You bet it does. I suggest we stop asking why they're helping us and start helping them. But that's just me. We're opening the lines for your thoughts, Riverport, right after this.
She is essentially a state-sponsored narrator, radio host who's been implemented into this radio show by Monarch, right? Like, she is not going to say anything bad about them. And you give us your best Night Springs. If you give me something to say, I'll try, but, oh god, I don't know.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
We're helping the police looking for a terrorist. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Is that the guy who blew up the library? James Joyce? Jack Joyce, yeah. You see anything out of the ordinary?
Well, I mean, there's a sports car parked on the streets back there. It's kind of wrecked. It's a little unusual.
Please, show me where. Right now.
Damn it.
He's meant to be holding a gun, but the gun isn't there, look. He's just walking around like this. Which is strange. Okay. Have I stopped time and taken his gun at an earlier point? Probably. Odell's Seafood Restaurant. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything, even though I'm not reading everything today. I'm gonna still want to pick everything up. Blueprint, schematics. Yeah, it's all the same, isn't it? Right, let's get out of here. I will say... Oh. Here's a script for your Night Springs voice. Oh god, I'm gonna do such a bad job and I'm gonna be embarrassed. Night Springs. You are entering the vicinity of an area adjacent to a location. A kind of place where there might be a monster. Or some kind of weird mirror. Prepare to enter the scary door. It was bad. I need to listen to the guy do it, and then I can come in and do it. But yeah. I'd give it a 6 of 9. Don't. That was great. No, that was not. Don't humor me. You're too kind.
If you have anything.
Now with your Elmo voice, I don't know if I'm going to be able to with how congested my sinuses are. Where's Ibsen's message? Oh, it's gone. And if I tab out, I'm going to flashbang you all, so I can't. Sorry.
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey!
Oh, for God's sake! Jack! Immediately! Oh, there's someone sneaking around down there. Oh, I think it might be Jack Joyce. Like, oh, come on. What is stealth? I mean, you can't hold that one against me, surely. Come on. I did receive some constructive criticism in the comments of my last video about how I shouldn't be playing it as a cover shooter. And I understand the feedback. And I'm going to try today to play it less like a cover shooter and more like an action shooter. So buckle in, everybody. I'm going to begin by doing this. Like that. That's called the shield. That's right, guys. Yeah, Andy reads the comments. Yeah, I do, and I think it's a good comment. Shit, I thought that was... Oh, it was. Okay. I thought I saw an explosive barrel back there, but then I didn't get any feedback afterwards. I'm gonna wait for them to come here, then I'm gonna shield. Whoa! Like a freaking Beyblade! You see that shit?
Landing Beth out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Holy crap!
No, but it gave me an opportunity to climb up on the bridge and cross it. Slip right past Monarch, more or less undetected.
YouTube reminded you of like half your powers you forgot you had. Well, kind of, yeah. Now, here's something you need to know about me, right? And
Get up on that bridge and
we all have our flaws, okay? We all have our flaws. One of mine is much like, again, the Marty McFly analogy, you know, being called chicken. The comment was lovely. Like, they were genuinely being constructive with their criticism, and I'm sure they're probably watching this now. But they were like, I think you should probably turn the difficulty down. Like, this is clearly too high a difficulty for you to handle, and you know, there's no shame in turning it down. And I thought, no, I want to prove myself. Like, I need to prove myself to this person that I can tackle this game on this difficulty, and I'm not being stubborn. So yeah, I'm gonna try and dial in the skill today to try and prove that I've got what it takes. You're being stubborn? No, Ray, it's not being stubborn. It's being stubborn. It is slightly stubbornness. I'm being baited? No, I'm not. I'm not. But that's what I was going to say. Like, if I had to, like, you know, if someone said, what's your biggest flaw? It probably is, more often than not, being stubborn when I probably shouldn't be. But hey, you gotta own the flaws, guys. You gotta be aware of them. And that is for sure my number one. So... show that unk skill. I'll try my best. Patrick, welcome back for 55 months. It is lovely to see you, sir. How are you? I hope you are well. Okay. Did I miss anything back here? I do want more upgrades. Was it on T? Yeah. I've got 0 points at the moment, and all of mine are in time dodge. I really want time shield recovery. Jack will recover from damage faster while within the shield, slow time, increase power. Yeah, I'll go back and get that. How was your secret thing yesterday? Flashbang. For those of you who weren't here for the earlier reveal, this is the secret thing from yesterday. Are you ready? There you go. Just in case you weren't here earlier. There's the scoop. There's the scoop. Yeah. Yeah. 8 o'clock last night. Really? Really? 8 o'clock last... Who are these people? Right, so in the bottom left-hand corner, that is Rebecca Ford, who is the creative director of Warframe. Top left-hand corner is Megan Everett, who is the community director on Warframe. Yeah. Yeah. And at the beginning of the video, I do talk about how Reb eating Laughing Mad was essentially the catalyst to me playing Warframe. It was really, really good. I cannot believe I got to do it, honestly. But yeah, the video will be going live tomorrow is the plan. How can I not get back over here? How did I get through here in the first place? Am I having a moment? Can I climb over the fence here? Is the gate shut behind me? Can I not go back? I thought I went through this gate here, but there's no way for me to go through. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. The frame that is left is not another... I can? Alright, hold on. Let's go back and try this again. The blank frame in the bottom left-hand corner is not for another person. It's where I'm going to be showing contextual stuff. So, for example, if we're talking about Reb eating the Laughing Mad magic card, I can show that video in the bottom right-hand corner. So, there's not like a secret other member of the conversation. I can't get back over, guys. There's no way for me to get back. I'm completely stuck on this side now. I could try and restart checkpoint and see if that puts me on the other side. Nope. Nope, never mind. Moving on. Ah, how would I say your name? Is it Divil? Dival? Divil? Divil? D-V-Y-L? I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. And welcome on in. It's lovely to see you. In my first playthrough of this game, I got a single upgrade point throughout the entire game. It's for me, I just forget to keep pressing it. And I do think that's brought on mainly because I'm immersed in the game and I forget to actually press the button which shows me where the rifts are. New Microsoft Lumia 950 with Windows 10. I wonder how that panned out.
The scene on the bridge was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Lucky Joe's treasure trove.
Not the one you should be scared of, guy.
Wanted Jack Joyce, subject is armed and extremely dangerous.
Super cool, man. This is going on Facebook right now.
Oh my god, this is going on Facebook? You're not even on your camera app! What is this? Microsoft Edge? What else is on there? Camera... Groove music? News? This is going on my Facebook right now. Have you seen these two? Charlie Wincott and Fiona Miller, sought in connection with recent terror events. Do not approach. Please contact Monarch Solutions with any information. Okay. When will Andy interview an Ubisoft developer? Devil! Ah, Uriel. Okay. How do you play Uriel, Devil, out of interest? I've been playing him as a sort of like summoner. I've tried to buff the minions, and I quite enjoy it. Like, I just fly around and they murder everything for me. Stop here for further instructions and coffee. Oh, hell yeah. Watch yourself there, sir. Field orders update, Martin Hatch. All field operatives be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. All orders and instructions from him, no longer to be believed. Maybe collaborating with Jack Joyce. Do not allow him to escape. Cool. And look, she's getting some coffee. Nice. Okay, well, I will press this, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, actually, there's one right here. Would you believe it? Oh. Invisible barrier. There you go. Nice.
All right.
Okay, let's go. But yeah, last thing I'll say about the Reb and Megan interview is I genuinely think it went really well. And yeah. Yeah. I'm quite happy with how it went. But it's hard not to be completely racked with nerves when you're, you know, you're chatting to these two greats, you know. Okay, let's prove to the commenter that I've got what it takes. Shit. Hey, back off. Okay. Oh, I thought I could sneak around him. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So hard to see them because there's so much glitching going on. How dare you, Lemon? People, hello! Did I play any other demos that caught my attention? No. I didn't have a lot of time to go through any more, but the one that I'm really excited about checking out some more of. There we go. Is Esoteric Ebb.
Okay.
Really want to try and find time to do a full playthrough of that at some point.
Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Andy, would the interview be spoilers to a major degree? I don't want to give away too much. I will say that I didn't go into the interview with them wanting to talk too much about the story because... And I made this sort of comparison when I was chatting with them, and that is, you know, you watch people who are like figureheads in, say, the MCU go on late night talk shows, and the interviewer is always trying to like sneak a little spoiler out of them, and I didn't want to do that or come across that way, so I tried really hard not to talk about any future story stuff. But there are some bits that I do talk about just in general. I would probably avoid it if you don't want spoilers. But they're pretty tame, I would say. Like, I don't go into anything massive, just you know, little bits and pieces here and there. I keep getting a button prompt. Am I dreaming that? I could have sworn it said E as I walked over there in front of the door. No. No, I don't know. Strange. Oh, something I didn't mention. How am I meant to get that there? Hello? Oh, I can get it from here. Never mind. After I'd done our little demo of Esoteric Ebb, and again, this is still something I'm having to get used to because I never really got these opportunities before. But I was sent a full game key for Esoteric Ebb for having covered it. I didn't cover it on the premise that I'd get a key. I thought that was really sweet. And again, it's been a game that I've followed for ages, so you know. I'm hearing it's doing really well as well, so I'm over the moon for them. Okay. What did you do? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. This might be an unpopular opinion. I love how all of the distorted, sort of like glass fracturing stuff looks, but I think sometimes less is more, and they go a little bit overboard with it on occasion. And it just...
I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet.
Oh, I can't stand there because of
find a way down.
It's shaking. Okay. Like, this isn't too bad, but I mean, this here does get a little bit chaotic, and it makes me feel a bit odd. I don't know why. I did not play the demo earlier, no, but I wish I had an opportunity to have done. Whee! That doesn't bode very well. Lemon, wow. It's crazy. Okay, I'm getting a bit of lag here again, but I imagine this would have been a lot worse had I not updated my driver. Where are we going?
Crash was a mess.
Downtown.
Somehow I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
This reminds me of that platformer. What was what was the game that was really popular? I want to say like 2 years ago, where you climb up like this garbage mountain. Fall something, yeah. You know what I mean, right? Only up. That's it. Yeah, only up. Okay. Hold on. So if I were to jump, way okay, don't get too close. If I were to jump on you, where are you wanting me to go? The other side makes sense. Can I crawl through the middle? Nope. Okay. Can I climb over the car? Okay. And again, I can't go through the middle? Where are you wanting me to go if I can't? Hold on. Let me take a step back. Maybe I'm just missing something really obvious. I can try and squeeze down there. No. What are you wanting me to do, game? I can't jump over you. I can't go around the left. I can't go through the middle. I can't climb over the car. Am I having a certified Endy moment? Don't answer that. Don't answer that, because the answer is probably yes. You sure you can't? I don't think I can. I can't crawl through the middle. I can do a bubble there. And I can't climb over this side either. Thorough, does that help? Shut up. Don't you dare. Busy visuals aside, this is some neat level. Yes, agreed. Agreed. Tosh, hello there. Welcome. How are you? You've arrived just as I have begun to struggle. So I'm going to pin this on you if that's okay. This is your arrival, which has caused this momentary blip in my cognitive abilities. I'm what am I doing? Why hello? I feel like I'm playing Zelda again. Any, like, do I have to, like, slow time or something and then I can, like, do something here? No? Can you drop from the side of the building? Maybe? Nope. Nope. There was a platform there, but no. Oh. I've got to hit Q. I forget that you gotta press V before you can do that. My bad. We got there, guys. We got there. All according to plan. All according to plan. We're good.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
We can't head downwards. We will perish if we do that. So it wants me to go that way. Okay, let's go. Whoa!
user-friendly.
Okay, then back down here. Yeah, it's very cool
Fraction
level
was getting
design.
Much worse. Timelines getting scrambled, caught in violent loops, off sync, crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken, in chaos.
Yeah.
Frozen.
It's cool though. It's sick.
No
Like
one
it's a brilliant visual.
Nice boat. Hold still. Hold still. Okay. Come on.
Woohoo! There we go. Loops, spirals, guys. Come on. Whee! This is Remedy, people, yes. Made in collaboration with Microsoft in 2016. It's slightly disconnected from the Remedyverse.
Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
You don't understand the power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster.
Come on, Sophia.
You can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
This little beat in the background,
Take Emerald to the machine.
I quite like it.
Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Okay, Doctor, let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Huh. Oh yeah, the facial animations, the capture, it is brilliant.
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Oh yeah? Well, let me look at this first. Beth's 2010 plan. Beth's charts and plans for the plan to travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure and the Declaration of Independence. No doubt she's about to talk about it, but I'm just going to have a look. Fixed time machine, Amaral, travel to 2010, retrieve countermeasure, return to 2016 post-university accident, use countermeasure to fix fracture. So again, from what we could gather earlier, by what was mentioned by Serene, I don't think she does come back. I reckon they're successful in what they're trying to do, but I think she gets stuck there. Either she dies, or they can't come back. Is that... Oh, Emerald's down there. You can actually see her working down there at the computer. Okay, let's check.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working.
Meet Sophia at the time machine. Okay, before I do so, just going to check around for any points, any collectibles and stuff along the way. I tell you what I'd love. Oh, look. You can see the declaration, the deed there for the swimming pool. I'd love to be able to actually go out and have like a retro gaming setup with like an old CRT monitor, have it plugged into either an old computer, a PlayStation 1. Maybe I can finally own an N64. It would be such a luxury. Like, there's no... I don't need it, but God, I'd love to have something like that. Just to sort of... I don't know, reminisce and enjoy a little concentrated dose of nostalgia, because, you know, that's sort of what I remember of playing games when I was a kid. The three... What? Oh, what were the 3 colored cables you'd have to use in the back of the TV? And then your SCART cable. They were yellow, red, and white, weren't they, I think? Red, white, yellow. Look at that. Luke, are they? Pre-watched, pre-played, man.
Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are predicted to be found in the cars at the bottom of the river. The cause of the accident remains unclear. Adding to the confusion are conflicting reports from shipboard personnel and those on dry land. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the route was clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others express surprise at the ship's presence, claiming that they do not see its approach at all. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you posted.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, this disaster will affect us in more ways than one. With the Port Donnelly Bridge out of commission, heavy congestion is expected on the other routes across the river, and we now have reports coming in of multiple car crashes all over Riverport.
Oh, no.
So you will want to reserve enough time for your trip today if you're traveling by car. Stay safe out there. Hopefully we can all get back to normal soon.
Make some time, and sorry I missed you saying earlier, Tash, about there being sun in your neck of the woods. We've got some nice sun outside as well today, to the point where, had I had a bit more time, and if I weren't editing my my interview, I would have gone out and mowed the lawn. I tell you, that's a true sign of, I think, age, is looking forward to the first mowing of the lawn every year. Like, I look out there every day and I think, God, it's so unkempt. It needs a good cut. And I just, it's too, you know, there's too much morning dew on it. It's so wet and horrible out there. But today is like the proper day to get out there and mow it. And I'm so annoyed that I've not had the time to do it. Man considers touching grass. Don't do me like this.
Name's Martin Hatch. According to Monarch Radio, he's been deemed a traitor. Sabotaged a Monarch lab.
Hey, Nightwind. Dude, how are you? Welcome on in.
Close.
I did not know there was going to be a metaphor tour. How new is this news? Facts gathered by Fiona Miller. Joined Monarch in 2001, became Serene's chief advisor in 2007. No records before 01. Who was he? Where did he come from? Working against Monarch? Possible links include death of Dr. Kim, alone with Dr. Kim. Death occurred just as Kim was on verge of solution to Serene's time sickness. University time machine sabotage, miscalculations on purpose, assistance in Sophia's kidnapping. Distracted Monarch while kidnapping occurred, knew we were coming, did not alert Serene. Was present outside Dr. Kim's lab when lab was destroyed. Destruction of Serene's remaining sickness treatments. Currently helping Charlie reach Monarch Tower undetected. Disobeyed direct orders from Paul Serene. Wants access to the CFR. Potentially desires to sabotage the lifeboat protocol. Sabotaging Serene, motives, secretly assuring Serene's downfall, wants to take over Monarch, why, sabotaging, no possible reason for all of this, doesn't believe countermeasure could stop Fracture, not a potential ally. Works for Monarch, therefore believes end of time is inevitable. And why attempt to sabotage lifeboat protocol? Photos, origins unknown. Well, we can understand from what we've been able to glean of files from Alan Wake 2 and what Remedy has said, that Martin Hatch is, and again, I'm not going to say definitively, but we're 99.99% sure that he is, or was meant to be, a version of Warlin Door. Right? So if we take what we now know of Warlin Door, Mr. Door, and how he can stride between all of these different realms and dimensions, and he is ever present in all of them all at once at one time, something that even at the end of Alan Wake 2 I'm not sure on is what his motivations are. Who is this guy? Some cosmic entity that exists in a realm beyond our own. In fact, a realm... all realms beyond our own, I suppose, is the best way to describe him. What is his end goal? What is his primary objective? Why does he want to take down Serene? Why does he want to take over Monarch? Does he want there to be an end of time? Does he want this world, this reality to break down completely, and then use the Force here, in other realms and places? I don't know. A man in the door. Who does he think he is? We'll just have to see what sort of plan he hatches. No. You're not allowed to try and be funny, Luke. Come on, buddy. Come on. Hold on. Flashbang. Sorry, I missed Nightwind's message. I'm good. How about you? News from today? Oh, it's like today. Holy shit. Making butter chicken. Enjoy, people. Before stream started, I went to my local supermarket and I got butter chicken as a ready meal. So it's probably going to taste like shit. But yeah, I needed something that I could quickly microwave because I've got a lot of work to do tonight. So yeah.
Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Okay, let's go.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Final predictions. I can hear people celebrating out on the road. Final predictions. I'm 80% confident that Beth is the one doing the graffiti. But when does she do that? Because it goes directly against my other theory, and that is that she dies when she goes back in time due to what Paul Serene said about how she can't die yet. As if she has to die at a specific moment, because he can obviously see into the future, but also he was there in the past. So when would she have found the time?
You've got to see this.
I'm here. Hey. What do you have?
Shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Okay. Take it away.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
Should probably see how Dr. Amaral's doing.
I also found
Beth.
a video of your brother.
Wait.
It's on that TV.
God.
You're gonna
so needy.
See it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Okay.
What's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
This is probably one that I want to read. I know I said I was going to gloss over a lot of these, but the dream journal we read before was really good. So let's see what this says. So, February 28th, 2030. Dream Journal 5. My 5th entry. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. I pressed the wheat stalks to the side with my hands, softly sifting through them at first, but as I pressed forwards, the stalks began to warp and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every movement led to a burning sensation. The world desaturated. Time stopped. I heard the unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching. Shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body, until it became completely unbearable. The pain trumped logic. I needed to make it stop. I needed to make it all stop. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. The pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and as he died, his identity became clear. It was me. I had become the very threat that I'd once feared, but I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me. Dr. Kim? He joined us. He told me that time was once the fire in which we burned. He told me we would burn no more. So we're watching as he himself became one of these shifters. And at this point, we are also there. Dr. Beretta, I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry in his dream journal. I'm growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness, really, as far as I can determine. The Cronon syndrome is more of a metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue. But I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all of this. This exercise was meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it has resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition is getting worse by the day. Hannibal Orion, I have indeed teased the news. I can show it off again in just one moment. Hey, it's our boy.
Okay. The date is it's February 28th.
Jesus,
1999. William Joyce.
Okay.
1999.
Stop right there.
Months
First experiment.
arduous work.
Raise the law on my watch.
You bastard. Nine, you nearly killed me. That was going down the throat, man. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Nine. I'm gonna pause alerts now. You cheeky git. Spectre Eternal, hello. Enjoying the Remedyverse. Ooh, can't wait for Control 2 myself. Neither can I, Spectre. I'm very excited for Control 2. Hannibal Orion, the news is this. You may not know them, but that is Rebecca Ford and Megan Everett of the Warframe team. I interviewed them last night, and it went really well. And the video will be live
My machine is
tomorrow.
finally ready for human testing. Ready.
Thank you, Nine.
Defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the Cronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine,
Whoa, hey, well, what was that?
Around the corridor. Okay. Core is active. Cronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly,
Moon Duchess, I'll respond to you in just a second.
much more impressive. But I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric. I don't remember.
Huh. You can only travel as far back as the machine's first activation, and there it is. Okay.
Is the city still hunting for me?
In
Interesting.
full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings, so I've been filling it in with false leads for fun. Do you want to pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay, I'll let them know.
Riveting. I'm glad I engaged in that. Moon Duchess, to answer your question, what difficulty do I play games at and why? It depends on the game. If there is an interesting enough gameplay mechanic or just general minute-to-minute gameplay that I really enjoy, then I will play it at a harder difficulty. And it isn't necessarily out of bravado, which, you know, is quite common, I would say, on the internet, you know, to say I beat this game with one arm behind my back, blindfolded upside down, you know, above a river of piranha, you know, only using my left toe to control the joystick. Like, people are always going to find ways to make their, you know, version of the game better than everyone else's. I like challenging myself for myself, right? It is bravado. He did level 1 runs, but they were fun. Like, yeah, there's some, you know, challenge runs you can do, which I would say quite enjoyable, but there's some which are just, like, for me, way beyond my sort of realm of enjoyment. Anyway, I will tend to play games on a harder difficulty, not only because I like the challenge, but I find that if I enjoy a game a lot, playing it on a higher difficulty forces you to pay more attention to things. So an example might be in the Witcher series. If I play that game on whatever the medium difficulty is, you can just run into a monster, hold down, I think it was the X button, and you would just like spin your sword around and you could kill anything. You'd have to occasionally dodge, but you could kill anything. By bumping it up to a higher difficulty, you're then almost forced to go, okay, I need to research this monster. Okay, that oil works well against them. If I use this sign, I can trap them here. If I then hit them with Igni, that will then give me a damage buff. And like, you have to actually think about what you're doing a little bit more. And I derive a lot of enjoyment from that. If a game is just hard for the sake of being hard, like if like I feel like my enjoyment isn't related to the difficulty, I do not care at all about, you know, trying to make it the easiest possible experience for me. Take a look at what I did with Alan Wake 1. Like, I put that on the easiest difficulty imaginable because I had no joy in the gameplay and I didn't care about the gameplay, so I didn't mind making that as easy as possible for me, right? Then there's me who wants to feel as powerful as possible, and you play on the easiest difficulty. Hell yeah, more power to you. At the end of the day, it's all personal preference, isn't it?
Hey, Amy,
Monarchs.
what am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
So basically, they know that Burke and his wife are on the loose. Lifeboat document. Make the mistake, although we're successful so far. Maintain control. Look over the power of the city. Minimize conflict. We have a considerable budget. Monarch Solutions is very well off. We've been building resources for a long time. We can buy a lot of silence and cooperation from authorities and citizens alike. Okay. Again, for those who weren't here earlier, I'm happy to skim over a lot of these nowadays.
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
Confirmed
What about this Burke
ally.
guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
I mean, I would... I like that Charlie Wincott has a note that just says dick. Yep. that's very appropriate. Very, very appropriate. Martin Hatch, Serene's key advisor, Dr. Sophia Amaral, Henry Kim. Okay.
The lifeboat.
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
So I just scrolled up and
What does that
Tosh,
mean?
I agree with what you said. I feel that too.
Time than I hoped.
Stutter proofing, a traditional bunker built to protect the occupants from an environmental hazard. Unique advantages and risks. Just sort of, a lot of this is very like I'm now that I'm aware of how similar a lot of these notes are. A lot of the information in here we learnt yesterday when we were looking into the lifeboat. Yeah, it's a lot of the same information with like a little bit more embellishment. Monarch Solution Mission Statement 1999 by Paul Serene. I've seen the path ahead and I know it'll be hard. I've founded Monarch Solutions to bring together those who will walk it with me. The elite few whose skill, dedication, and passion will live on when everything else ends. To that end, we will work under my guiding vision of the future, my knowledge of what is to come. We will expand Monarch's influence and power in all possible spheres, financial, political, cultural, medical, technological, military, to the best of our ability. We will develop science and technology to counter a very specific set of circumstances. We will not compromise. We will not fail. There will be many challenges in the years ahead. I know what's coming. It can't be averted. There's no escaping it. But we can survive it, and we can overcome it. And we will. I'm dedicating myself, this company, and every shred of willpower at my disposal to that mission. I expect the same from those of you who join me in it.
This is Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
Three-phase
They had us
plan.
practically memorize this.
He actually believes he's doing the right thing.
It's because he doesn't think the fracture can be stopped. And he's wrong.
Leonix, thanks, buddy, and we'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully. I will wait until a year or two later and get it for a discount, because I'm sure Andy's not going to... what game are we talking about? Sorry. I daren't tab out to... flashbang, sorry. Oh, Death Stranding 2. Yeah, I will not be playing it on release just because it's like £70. And that isn't me trying to be like, hey, someone, give me £70. Like, I do not want to buy a game for £70 when I've got so much else that I need to play and do.
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
Well, how's that possible? It wasn't even the same time machine he entered at the university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
Kima, I saw your message earlier about finding this brilliant butter chicken place near you. Days before you move. I didn't realize you were moving so soon,
He's going there
Kima.
before talking to Dr. Amaral.
I wish you the best with the move. I'm sure that when you were over here, like a couple weeks back? Are you excited to get moving? The movers are here today? Oh shit, Kima, nice. I'm very excited for you. Very, very excited for you. Okay, let's go chat to Amaral. Yeah, I don't know what games I'd pay full price for. The thing is, the games that I do pay full price for aren't 70, 80 pounds. We're talking like 39.99 at most. Right? Like that's such a huge amount of money to spend. I think the only thing that might come close is probably something like The Witcher 4. That I would probably pick up on release because I'm a bit of a fanboy. But I don't know what else would fit that criteria for me.
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down.
If I play Cyberpunk Sable
Find
Drake
a way to reset it up.
and I like it, then yes, probably.
There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
7 a.m. It's hours before we even got here.
Penny, what game did you buy? If you don't mind me
the
asking.
Numbers don't lie.
Oh, Procopia.
Okay,
it's fair.
Guess I'm doing some climbing.
Let's go have a look at the controls.
Sure. Saves me from volunteering.
Let's go quickly make sure there's no... look at that. I had a feeling there'd be one nearby. Yeah, what was I going to say? Sorry. Games, full price. Indie games, that was it. Yes, so, you know, as we just got done doing with the Steam Next Fest demo-thon that we did, a lot of... Look at that positioning. As if I went into this mode right here, right now.
Jack. Hi. It's Will. I guess you're in Thailand by now. I'm not sure if you even still use his number. I don't like how he left things. I've been under a lot of pressure. There's some things I should tell you. I'd like to make it right. Just call me, okay? Please.
Aw. Yoink.
Jack.
Oh. I thought that was going to give me something. Never mind. I thought that was going to be another skill point. Right, sorry, Will, to get you talking again. I feel bad now. Yeah, indie games. I think we're all in a position now where our gaming backlogs are so chock-a-block that there's no real desire to be picking up games on release unless it is a game or a franchise which means a lot to us. You know, I know a lot of you have been playing Resi 9. That's a franchise that I don't have a deep attachment to, but I imagine a lot of you do. And of course, when a new, you know, Resi game is released, that's like a marquee moment. That's like a big release of the year for you guys. I don't really have anything like that at the moment. Resi 9, Borderlands, DS2, all insta come to mind for full price.
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Okay.
Above the machine. The perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
I can see them. I can see them. I'm genuinely really... I would love to do a Cyberpunk playthrough, but it would be on YouTube most likely. So I can just soak it in and... what I'm waiting for at the moment, and this is news as of today, actually.
First red light is now green.
Good. 1 more to go.
Sorry.
I'm not sure if you can reach the second one that way. You may have to climb down and reach the other side of the machine.
Yeah, I'm on it. Don't you worry, Sophia. I can see where I need to go. I need to get over there. Huh. I wonder if I can jump down here? No. I need to get on that ledge. Up there, jump. Yeah, 1 second. I'll do this. Cool that I can run around here, though. Yeah, news as of today. For those of you who may remember, I mentioned that I'm in the process of trying to gut my garage that we've got outside so I can turn that into my home office. Because at the minute, I'm crammed into, like, the some random bedroom in our house. So that was meant to start at the beginning of the month, but the guy that we've got doing it, he's had some setbacks, some family stuff, and that was delayed somewhat. Can I lift this up? No, that's strange. I thought I was going to be able to and then jump over. Huh. Anyway, sorry. The work should start next week. The work should start next week is the news that I've got to share. So, yeah. When the new office is all set up and ready, I'm going to be, I don't know, like the disconnect that I will have from work and home life is going to do tremendous things for me, I think. Because at the minute, I walk out my office door and I'm just like, I'm at home. I'm in my happy space. And I think having more of a disconnect where I have to like leave the house, albeit briefly, and go to work and go to my office is like just having that distinction between the two is going to be really, really nice. And super helpful. Right, so what did I miss here? Because I get that I need to go over there. Am I having a moment? I probably am. I thought I'd be able to lift the... Oh, no, I am having a moment. Ignore me. What I find hilarious is when it comes to Endy and Cyberpunk, when I first joined the Knighthood, that fall, Endy was talking about Cyberpunk. I had no clue what it was. Thought it was some festival or something, then caught the hype, brought it on release, platinumed it, and Endy still hasn't really played it. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out, Ray. Yeah, I've owned it since release, and you know I've played a little bit of Cyberpunk, but not a lot, you know, and as is my brain's wont to do, the only bit I can remember is the you're sat in a doctor's chair and he does something to your eye. That's my only real memory of the game, apart from walking down a few of the streets and just sort of immersing myself in the world. Oh, hello.
You've got to be kidding me.
I had to wait for her to come in for me to actually do anything. Okay.
This is only stuff from our family home. You kept everything.
Guess you thought you might come back. Is that...
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage.
Huh. Interesting that she's holding this graffiti book, isn't it? Almost like she's, I don't know, thinking about doing some graffiti.
What's wrong?
It's for her studies.
Toto. That's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
Guys.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something
There it
you should
is. There it is.
1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me to she's from the future.
What?
She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass.
Holy shit!
She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
Sick. Toto. And we've seen the Toto tag on numerous occasions.
Sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
See, at this point, I'm wondering, like, could she have put in the lottery numbers for like a multi-million lottery winning, and then using that money instruct her younger self to then do certain things in order to block the rise of Monarch? But then, according to this block universe, which the game is clearly utilizing, you cannot alter the past. And seemingly nor the future. We are bound to the confines of what is going to happen, and what has always happened.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
I know I said I wasn't going to read everything, but this one seems big. Beth, I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I'll tell you what you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You've been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before, and I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd in the year 2000, Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You will do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible things you will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mum. December 3rd, Mr. Hartsook from next door will pass away. Feb 3rd, 2001, the kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you're hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mum. Then give her a hug. She'll push you away. She will look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She will never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break your arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You will take the night bus home. There'll be only one other passenger on board. A scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. September 11th, 2001. Wow. When I started reading this, I thought, will they mention 9/11? Because it is such a defining moment, even in my life. Like, I remember crowding around the television at home after school, and it was probably the single biggest moment in my life up until that point, of course, where I realized how big the world was. And that everything wasn't sunshine and rainbows, you know. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into any further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forwards. You've now felt what it is like to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you will be ready. This is the event that will make you finally believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So, what is coming? October 8th, 2016, the day before. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you, the way they move, speak, laugh, copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you will need to master to be truly prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali and Jeet Kune Do. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build on as you go. In time, you will understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target. Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him, and he has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. Oh my god, there's so much. Study your objective. The countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait. Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need in order to get where you need to be. I know this, because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. Signed, you. Huh. Okay. See, if I were an 8-year-old and a strange man gave me a book like that, I would probably take it to my parents and they'd dispose of it. Or call the police. You know. But thankfully, Beth was made of sterner stuff.
Looks climbable.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's covered in yellow tarp, which is the go-to color. No, you wouldn't, because you would have already written it. I know. Like, because of the looping nature of it, of course.
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
That's exact.
Of course. Whee!
Don't expect to.
And here we go. Boom.
All right, all lights are green.
People, dude, the Quantum Break is great. I do think, and this might draw ire from a few people, I do think this is the weakest of the Remedyverse. It's not awful. It's a good time, but it's definitely the one that I've been the least enamored with. And I'm sure that probably comes across. I'm not regretting my time with it, though.
Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work.
American Nightmare is in a realm of its own, guys. Sequestered. Oh, hello? Why did I climb back up?
That fixed it.
There you go.
Come on down.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console.
Okay, let's do it.
July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you?
Nope.
No.
Here we go.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait. What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over. What did you do?
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
Didn't she go left? Did I miss that? I thought she went left. Which is the go to the future. I know she went through the wrong side, so I'm trying to think. But the time still said 2010 on it. That's what's throwing me. Like, when we went back, it still said 2010. So I don't understand how she can go into the future. Like, I don't know. Plot hole? I don't know if it's a plot hole. It was 2010 before Jack changed it. That's cool. If it's a static texture, that's... Do I have face blindness? Who is that? I can't tell who that is. It's Bubba. I mean, this is sick, isn't it? Is that... Who's this? Is that Agent 47? Bubba! Yes! It is, isn't it? I'm telling you. Oh, let's go back and see him again. It's Agent 47. Look at that. Cool. Now we're back in 2010.
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what a fine day it is, too. Things are looking up for Riverport. Don't believe me? Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints. Talking about how Monarch's tearing down this or that, taking over the mom and pop spots, making Riverport more corporate. Some of that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, they're all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. A long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that final nosedive, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know have been unemployed for years now, and that's hard. But Monarch's here. And they're starting to change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what?
Who is shooting over there?
I want to be optimistic about this. It ain't wrong to have a little hope for the future.
We'll go see them in a second. Tackins, good luck with your drum session.
As intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
Hell yeah, Bobby. All right, what's this? Please don't be long. That's doable. Okay, to Beth from William Joyce, July 4th. It's finished. It's finally finished. Tests are all positive. I've officially constructed a working countermeasure for a fracture in time. I can't prove it, obviously, since there's no fracture to deploy it against, but I believe it will work. It has passed every test I can conceive. There's no reason I can see that it wouldn't. Given your knowledge of the future, I'm guessing you already knew this would be the date I completed my work. This day has been a long time coming. I was beginning to doubt it was possible. I haven't heard from you in almost 2 years now. Please tell me you are still out there. To William from Beth, I'm now going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop. Leave the countermeasure behind. And do not return until tomorrow morning. As with all of my orders, it is best that I don't go into further detail. Leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured in my safe. I can't hear over the music. I know better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't want to know about the future anyway. But what won't make this easier for me to digest? Can we meet tomorrow? Now that the device is complete, I need to know what the next steps are, and please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful, and sourcing the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Rebuilding would take me years and years. Okay. Right. So, I know the monitor said 2010 when we went back. My only guess is that's obviously what's now happened, right? Is that she has now gone back to 1999. But now the adult version of Beth is either in secret in the future or does die at some point between now and the future when we meet.
Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop?
Yeah, I know what I mean.
None of this crap was here in 2016.
A graffiti workshop, you say? Huh. Cool.
What the? Someone's in here.
Crazy to think they had radios way back in 2010. They were so like us. Stop, man.
Who the hell is that? The fuck are they shooting at?
We will go and have a look. Let's go check. Am I overthinking this? Probably Amaral did something. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I think Amaral just sent her to 1999, but I found it weird how the monitor still said 2010. So my only guess is it's a texture glitch or something. But like, if you're just like playing the game, like what? It's a really. No, that's got to be her. That's a really strange thing to overlook, I would say.
Beth? It's me. Hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack?
But again, that's what throws me, that she goes in the left side, so the only way she can go is into the future. She's going clockwise, and it's predicated pretty heavily that the movement in here is relevant, no? So maybe she does go to the future. Ignore me.
Dr.
Maybe
Emerald
I'm
sent me to the future. I fought for
good.
months trying
Okay.
to find a way
Good.
to get back.
Good.
I wasn't the only one.
I think what threw me is that she went into the future, but the thing said 2010, and it doesn't matter.
Stop! I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
You're the reason he built the countermeasure.
Right, yes. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's, anyway, I'll talk about it later.
Years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was.
So again, what threw me, again, is the idea that she had thought it was set to 2010, but nevertheless, she went clockwise, which wouldn't have been possible. So it seems like a weird plot hole, right? That she would go in clockwise when she was intending to go back. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of them changing it, she still went in the wrong way. And she had to go in the wrong way to make the betrayal different. The date changing is yeah, somewhat irrelevant. She thought she was going to 2010. Did she know about the orientation stuff? You would think that that's something you would know, right? Like, if you're about to go into the machine, you'd imagine that you'd have discussed and briefed, you know, each other on, oh, this is how it actually works.
What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Guys, Jesus Christ. I'm so bunged up. I can't read all this. This is like The Hobbit. Worth reading? Oh no. VOD watchers skip till next stream? Save for later? I love reading, guys. Oh, God, I've just got done reading the other bloody book. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. We will read it at some point, I promise you, but I'm just so congested that the idea of reading that is torture. Sorry.
11 years.
Wall of calendars. Look at that. Look at that. Huh. Wow.
I'll unlock the door.
Thank you, Beth.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Okay.
Yes. That was the plan. I just have to unlock this.
Luke, enjoy Pokopia. I've heard very, very, very good things.
My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to
Like
get them.
unanimous praise across the board.
There's so much you don't know that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us.
Hmm.
I still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried what that might mean.
Okay.
It means we finish this.
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river. Along with everything else I brought here.
Okay. Wow,
That's
you've
a little
got
drastic.
you got a pick of the
time here
pick of
is
everything.
done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm fine with the carbine rifle. I think the only thing I might swap is to get the heavy pistol. I really like the heavy pistol. We'll take that. Everything else I think I'm pretty content with, to be honest. What I might do, if we are about to get into an action-heavy sequence, which requires me to do stuff, I might very quickly go get a drink and, again, replenish my medication because I am feeling pretty stuffy right now. So, yeah, I want to go into this and actually have some wind in my sails, as it were, because at the minute I'm feeling pretty blech. So,
I'm ready when you are, Jack.
yeah, Beth, you chill. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Enjoy the BRB screen while I go and fetch myself a drink and try and deal with my congestion.
There's a lovely pool of water underneath us, which I will dive into in order to... Geronimo! And cannot even descend down the hole in which he needs to go to reach the bus. Who is this fella? Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy crap! How do I sniff in an Italian-Swedish accent? It's a me, Mario. A sniff? A sniff? Oh. A woof. A woof. A woof. Oh, recipe. Let's take a photo of this. No, put the bomb down, Link. Sorry, guys. That almost went the totally wrong way.
Mentions the ascension of a child.
Bendy Bendy. Woo! Oh, for God's sake. I need to... Chat, we've done so well. But also... That came out way more... Anyway. I'm leaving. I don't want them. I have no need of them, so I'm gonna leave. Oh my god, Jesus. Holy shit. Why did that happen? Then. Oh, did he briefly come back alive there, chat? Let me shrink this down again, chat. Hold on. Oh, ignore that. That's not... Okay, not gonna be able to see that. Back there, hold on. When I got it, originally, it was a little bit too big. But I've used it a lot now, and it fits rather snugly in my hand. But when I first got it, it was a bit overwhelming. 3, 2, 1, roll. I'm capped on inspiration. Roll again. We can't roll a 1 again. Come on! Brace, because this is going to go horribly wrong. Why am I doing this?
So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Okay. It's time to begin the descent into Baldur's Gate 3.
And that's enough. Flashbang. Boom. Enjoy that. Sorry, guys. We're back. We're back. Thank you, by the way, for persevering with me today. I feel proper just... I don't know. Exhausted, I guess. So... Sorry if that's carrying into the excitement and the energy of today, which I'm sure it is to a degree. But thank you for, again, persevering with my slightly sick self. And by slightly sick, I mean horrendously sinus congested self. Anyway. I'm ready.
I can't imagine what happened to you.
Thanks, guys.
When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
Okay. Sure. I think if someone told me that, I'd be like, oh god. Can we find out without the death part? That'd be nice. She's great. Her, you know, the actress who plays Jessie, who plays Beth, is phenomenal. I agree. Huh. Well, I'm interested to see how this goes. It's such a neat bit of juxtaposition where
I
you
know a fraction of the hell that Beth
I'll
went
chat
through.
in a second.
What she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her, like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
That's what I was about to mention. Just how different these two versions of Beth are because of how jaded she's become. Not because of any
the one thing that could set things right was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
There it is. 2010 elections.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
I mean, you gotta admit, the game is...
Does Will know we're coming?
Gorgeous.
No, he doesn't.
Like, for a game that is, now essentially 10 years old, this honestly could be a game that came out today and I wouldn't bat an eyelid. I'd go, yeah, I believe that. I mean, the game is stunning.
This way, Jack.
It's those new drivers. Yeah. Okay, lead the way, Beth. Holy reference? Was it about that guy talking about the tanning bed?
From this point on,
I missed the other line because I
Be quick.
restart checkpoint. Watch it spawn me here. I'm gonna go back. I've been listening to all of the background audio, and 9 times out of 10, it's irrelevant. And of course, the one time I gloss over it is like actually relevant. Hold on.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
Look at that guy passed out. Sleeping. Okay, let's actually listen.
No.
What do these
He
guys
doesn't.
say?
I can't believe we're stuck working on the 4th of July.
Hey, you don't have to do this. You wanted to take the extra shift.
I know.
This way, Jack.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm like,
What are you gonna do with the extra cash?
I'm gonna buy a tanning bed, and I'm gonna live in it.
What?
It's a reference. You wouldn't get it.
I'm gonna buy a tanning bed and I'm gonna live.
Sucks.
I've had worse.
I don't get the reference. Is this me being a cultural alien rearing its head?
Listen
I
to
don't.
that party. I wish I was at that party.
Our shift's over in a couple hours. Maybe we can crash it.
Let's
Pete's
go.
going to the in-laws, Shindig. Sure, why not? Let's give it a shot. The worst that can happen is they call the cops and we spend the night in jail.
I like the way you think.
What's it a reference to? Why are they sleeping in a tanning bed? It's from Alan Wake 1. The tanning bed line is a quote from Barry Wheeler. Oh my god. Holy shit. Well, great memory. I would not have been able to have rummaged that out of my brain. God, yeah, that fake fan? Yeah, clearly. How do you
This
remember
going
that
on,
kind of
we
stuff?
need
You
to
have
intercept.
notes?
We need to be quick.
I guarantee... Get the notes up. Where are they? I guarantee... Why are the notes? There we go. If I search tanning bed... Yeah, nothing. Who is writing notes about tanning beds? Not this guy. We're all Alan Wake tourists, apparently. No. But that is, yeah, guys. You have an incredible memory if you remember that line of dialogue. And he's not going to be able to understand the final script without notes on the tanning bed. He
There
said
we
it
go.
during the Christmas light sequence.
This way, Jack.
Andy, I can quote verbatim a page from a book I read in 1985. I fear your power. I fear your power. To give you an idea as to how messed up my brain is,
He's not here. I made sure of that.
let me...
Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case... things go bad.
Fine. We get the device, then you lead me to my brother.
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe.
Somewhere in the building.
Somewhere in the building.
Okay.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe?
To give you an idea as to how bad my memory is, after the interview yesterday, I was chatting to Mrs. D20. I said, oh, it went really well. And she said, what questions did you ask? And I gave her this blank stare and I said, I don't remember. It was all a blur.
11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
Dodecahedron. Cool. We've got a TV over here. Night Springs. Come on. Nope. A vlog. Okay.
It's April 2nd, 1999.
By the way, I'm
It's
trying
been
to
about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future. Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it, but, I made it tell me as little as possible. The more you know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood. Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. It's... I have to fix it. I have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future. And she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
Okay.
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
I find it so hard to like this game. I like it, but I find it difficult. I don't know what I can't put my finger on it, which is why I'm trying not to talk about it too much. Because I don't know if I have the words to properly describe how I feel, but like there's so many moments when I'm playing I'm like, oh, this is really engaging and fun and enjoyable, and then there's other moments I just think, oh, this is actually genuinely boring. I want to be doing anything but this.
This must be where he built it.
Like, I don't care about this at all. And it's been a slow realization today, I think. Like, this is where he built it. Well, oh, wow. I just have no pull at all to care. And it's such a strange feeling. Like, I'm still largely, you know, I'm not ready to quit the game,
There's a
but
locked
it's...
door over here.
I just
Maybe the
don't
safe is inside.
care.
Yeah. Try to find a way in.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. The thing is, I'm worried that it's because I don't feel great, and, you know, not feeling great can sort of permeate into how you feel about other things.
Witness flashes through time. I assume pieces of that puzzle had come together since.
And some are yet to come.
And I find that that is underutilized, the future narrator thing. Like, you get occasional bits of dialogue which are pertinent to what's happening in the immediacy of the scene, but apart from that, like, us being interviewed in the future is largely irrelevant. I don't know. I you know me, I don't like being negative, and, you know, it's a bad vibe if someone's not enjoying something. I'm enjoying it, but I've got a lot of concerns and problems with it, and I don't know, I just needed to get that out there.
Hey, River Boy. I'm pretty sure you folks are having a better time than I am. Old Bobby's still stuck in the studio just a little while longer. Whereas all of you folks, are out there enjoying what I hope are spectacular 4th of July parties. So set up some fireworks, eat a little too much, drink until every joke you hear is funny, and spend some time with your loved ones. Appreciate the good things in your life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This country ain't perfect, but it's still pretty damn good, and it's sure as hell worth celebrating. I'm about done here myself. I can't wait to get home, crack open a beer or 3, and kick back with the people I love most. We're gonna appreciate that this year's better than last year, and we've all got good things to look forward to. And isn't that what today's really all about? Being safe and free, not having to be afraid, knowing that we've made a future for ourselves, and that it's all gonna be all right. Yeah. Riverport, this is Bobby Radford signing off for tonight. And wishing all of you a happy Independence Day.
It's a strange one, and I'd like to talk about it more without me being negative about it. Like, I hate listening to people just be objectively negative. My opinion on it is, Remedy does feel like a studio of and I know the Microsoft involvement, but hey, it's still a Remedy game, right? Like, Alan Wake 2, and even Alan Wake 2, I really enjoyed. And I know I've still got more to go, but the ending and there was a few moments in Alan Wake 2 where I did just feel like I'm waiting for the next thing to happen. Control, I think, is still my favorite, and that might change when I wrap up Alan Wake 2. It's really hard to put my finger on what it is, though. Like, again, I have no real attachment to what is happening in this moment here. So I need to get through there, but I need to click this. Okay.
Shit. Locked out again. Where was the failsafe switch? Follow the wire. Which one was it? Blue? Or was that the emergency shutdown? Oh, shit. I knew I should have labeled the wiring. And open sesame.
Emergency shutdown initiated.
Shit, ass. Fucking goddamn it. Yellow wire, I knew it.
You need to find a way inside this room. Maybe there's a key.
It's the yellow wire.
Will is too scatterbrained to remember.
Goddamn time.
My guess is there's an electronic lock in the most rational place imaginable.
What's happening? There's so much doubling up here. Alan Wake 1 I enjoyed a lot, apart from like the ending couple of chapters.
The device wasn't there, but it must have been at one time.
James, hello there, welcome. Again, they keep stressing the futility of doing anything that's going to be challenging to engage with. That might be it as well. It's like if you pitched me this on paper, Remedy, time, travel, closed loop, spirals, branching narratives as derived by end of act decisions.
Echoes.
Like everything on paper is just like 10 out of 10, excitement, tell me more. It just feels so flaccid. And I know some of you are going to be like, flaccid, oh, funny. But there's no bite to it. It's all so safe. Like the guardrails are up at bowling. There's no risk.
It was all there on the board. The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same.
Okay. Flashbang, sorry. But again, I'm not going to talk about it too much because I don't want to be like some sort of overly negative person. Yeah. Find the safe. Well, I know the safe's in there, and I was told it was the yellow cable. I went back into that room. I guess I can go back and have another look in case there was something I missed, but I thought I'd found it. There is something in the side of this room here?
The power setup wasn't working, but it must have worked at some point. Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
Yeah, let's try it. There you go. And then if we come over here. Boop. Now, did that work? Yes. Flaccidity isn't a joke Andy grew up. The games are very narrative heavy. They kind of just ignore the gameplay. That's the problem though, right? I think the gameplay in this is good. The narrative is, while it is heavy, it's not doing anything for me. And I think, Ike, you're right. You know, in a game and a world where your decision making is I mean, not irrelevant, but everything has already been decided, and I don't know. I'll think through my thoughts and feelings on it between now and tomorrow, I think, probably.
Take a look at this. He didn't leave the code, but I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The development of this game is rather
You'd been
fraught.
spotted
Almost
the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
I'm gonna make sure they don't get anywhere near the countermeasure.
We'll figure it out, I guess. Right, so it wants me probably to go back the way we came. Yep, let's do it. Let's check it out. I can overwork, but...
Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual is en route.
Roger.
Okay. This is when Microsoft is trying to make their big push of Xbox
Stop
being
right
an
there.
everything machine.
Where's the girl?
Hey, hold on. Take it easy. What seems to be the problem, guys?
On your knees, now! Trojan 4, we're going inside.
I can't let you inside that building.
Look how they're shaking their guns.
He's got a gun! Open fire!
Shit. Oh, that's so annoying.
You see it?
Okay. I ignore the arm game. I'm telling you, it's the mouse sensitivity, guys.
Thanks for that.
It's the mouse sensitivity. Screw me up. Okay. Time to prove that I can play an action shooter. Reloading. 3, 2, 1, go. How is that pot of paint blocking my bullet? Come on, that should have penetrated. I'm telling you.
What's the sit rep?
She's got backup. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tight.
Oh, shit.
We can't afford unwanted attention. I'm on my way.
Bear with me.
Enemy spotted!
Yeah, overstay my welcome. That's my bad. Yeah. I thought I only had one left. That's my bad. Shit! Come on. Should have waited for the paint to run out. Let's see what happens if I don't pull a gun on them.
Where's the girl?
Like, if I don't pull a gun, what
hold on.
happens?
Take it easy. What seems to be the problem, guys?
How long
On
does
your
it take
knees,
for them until
now.
they start shooting me?
Trojan 4, we're going inside.
I can't let you inside that building.
I said on your fucking knees. That's an order.
Hey, I'm warning you. This is not a fight you want to start.
Then stand down.
I'm not gonna do that.
He's got a gun! Open fire!
Oh, so you just instinctively pull the gun out? Okay. Okay. Right, guys. Let me show what I'm made of. From here on out, we're gaming, okay? I've said that before. I will say it again. Come on. Starting now. Yes, thank you, guys. Okay, sniper rifle will appear up there in a second.
I don't know what it is.
He's dead. Oh, he's not. Now he's dead. There we go. We're good. Much better. I'm telling you guys, what's with all of this moving of the head at rapid speed?
Friendly down.
That went better. Oh, there's more! Ignore me! Shit! Come on! Alright, I would have shit. I can already hear the YouTube comment. I told you.
Right there. Where's the girl?
I told you.
Hey.
You're not meant for this difficulty, kiddo.
Seems to be problems.
Dial it down to easy. No! Right. Here we go. Come on. This is the one. Oh, hey. Oi. Whatever.
HQ, we got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
Okay.
Backup. Sniper cover. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tidy. We can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart.
Come on. Guys, this is the one. Singularity did this better as there were multiple endings and getting each one was a fun experiment. I don't think I've ever heard of Singularity.
Incoming.
Got a ton on aim assist? No, don't. No! Okay, I think that's them down. I think we got them. Oh, I'm out of ammo. You're kidding. Right, we're good, guys. We're good. We're coming back. We're coming back. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, of course. I can't let the sniper see me. I love this music. Oh. Wrong button. I meant to hit one. Yeah, I'm out of ammo. Okay. I'm about to headshot the sniper with a pistol. I missed. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I'm beginning to think that the pistol actually can't hit them at that range because it's not even going red on the reticle. Please, just let me get this one kill. I can't be dealing with this. Right, here we go. Jesus, do you see how many bullets we got?
Get out of my way.
Here we are again. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Paul.
Let's head back.
Hand it over.
Oh, there's a refill.
Get out of my way.
Gotta get back in.
Let's go back in. Note and color, welcome. I have some mixed opinions on it. Do I think it's underrated? I don't know what people's opinion on it is. I think it's a unique enough game, but I've got a lot of problems with it.
Give me the device. Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
Okay.
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did.
Mm-hmm.
Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
Beth, come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Beth, you need to move, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it. Don't do it, don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No! No!
Serene had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
I'm going to skip it in case it's DMCA stuff. What are my thoughts on that? I think Beth is an incredibly tragic character, and how her life was essentially built up by the fact that at an age of 8 was thrust into this destiny of her own making because she was the one who deemed her life was the one that would need to be, I suppose, sacrificed in order to try and figure out a means to an end of time and how we could avoid that reality from ever happening. So she lived her entire life in service to this idea that she could stop it. And with the knowledge she had from the future given to her younger self, could find a way out of this loop. This culmination always being that, you know, we'd end up in this situation. Her death was again foreshadowed earlier by Paul when he said she couldn't die yet. And it wasn't the time. So we knew she would die at some point. And the fact that we don't have a second... Well, no, because Beth would have gone back. Like, there's no presence of that past Beth after a certain point. There was earlier dialogue talking about it when we first went to the swimming pool. Yeah. I don't envy her at all, as you said, Prince Lip. It took 11 years for that. Her life was not enviable. Yeah. Let's see where we go from here. Control and surrender.
I don't have much time left. I know. I spent 17 years working it out, planning it, building Monarch, because I knew what was coming, and I knew it couldn't be stopped. But what I've built has been turned against me. What is the point in saving them if I can't?
What I don't get is how that Beth is supposed to show up later in present day. So the Beth that we are seeing in present day is 8-year-old Beth growing up, right? The Beth that we kill, or not that we kill, that we watch die in 2010 is 1999 older Beth, the same Beth that gave young Beth the book, dying at the age of, I don't know how old she would have been at that point. But like, if we, let's just say for the sake of a round number, that she's 30 in 2016, she's 41 when she dies in 2010, right? Well, no, we do know how old she is. She was 8 in 1999, right? So add 17 onto that. That should be 25. There you go. Okay, we do know how old she is. So she's 25 in 2016. So she's 36 at time of death. Yeah. Have you guys, I don't know if you've taken any more time to consider the earlier thing where she went like in the left-hand door to go clockwise when she was meant to go right? I don't know if anyone's looked into that anymore and if there is a potential plot hole there.
I'm slipping away into pain and rage. The sickness is accelerating. The CFR. It has cost me so much. But I have harnessed its power. And with it, my plan will work. With it, I will keep the lights on when the world goes dark.
I know she went to the end of time, but for me, again, it's a minor thing, but it's one of those inconsistencies. The idea that she would go in the left-hand side of the time machine, knowing that that's taking her to the future, she should have known that, because presumably, you know, the conversation would have been had between her and Jack. You know, talking about how the machine works. And we know how it works because at the beginning of the game, we get a full-on sit rep from Paul Serene telling us everything about it. You go clockwise to go forwards, counterclockwise to go back, and it's like heavily, you know, explained to us how it works. So the idea that she would be thinking, I'm going to go back to 2010, but she'd go in the wrong door, right? Didn't Jack try to stop her from going that side before the thing closed? If he did, sure. I don't think he did, though. I think the operator only opens one of the doors, so she just went through the open one. Yeah. It's one of those things where there's like the mechanism of a time machine is, you'd expect it to be so important to the people using it. Like, she should know, right, how it operates before going in. I don't know. It's just one of these little, in my honest opinion, and you're welcome to disagree, it's an inconsistency for the sake of, you know, progressing the plot, but it comes at the cost of making a character who should know something not know something because it's convenient. I don't know.
Mr. Serene? Sorry to disturb you, sir, but I have that cleanup report on Dr. Kim's lab you wanted.
Meet me in my office, soldier. I'll be there when I've sealed the CFR chamber.
Prince, that's what I'm saying. Control and surrender, Paul Serene.
My treatments, all gone.
What's happening to us?
First things first. Seal the chamber. The chronon field regulator, William's precious countermeasure. Need to keep it safe at all costs. The lifeboat depends on it.
Thank you, Draz. I appreciate it, buddy. What are you playing at the minute, Draz? Are you enjoying a bit of Resi 9? Considering the game spends so much time laying out minutiae, it's bizarre to have that ignored. That's it, Ibsen. That's it. I think that's where I'm at the minute. And it's just another sort of, like, piece of straw on the camel's back for me. I don't know. And belatedly, I did see Duchess, you were talking earlier about, is it to do with the order of which I've played through the games, like modern to the oldest? But I mean, I started with Alan Wake 1 Remastered. Then we did Control. Well, we did American Nightmare in between. Then, of course, we did Alan Wake 2. Like, there's nothing about this game from a technological standpoint which is rubbing me the wrong way. If anything, Alan Wake Remastered had some minor hurdles to overcome, but by and large, it was serviceable. This game and how it feels to play is probably my second favorite, to be honest. When I'm actually trying to engage in the combat, it feels the second best. I think it's Alan Wake 2, then Quantum Break, then Control, and then Alan Wake 1. Admittedly, there's the first three there are pretty neck and neck, and then Alan Wake 1 takes a bit of a nosedive. But just playing the game is brilliant. I enjoy it a lot. It's just the narrative, and I think that's what's really bringing me, you know, to a stop, is I'm just not gelling with the way they've decided to deliver it. It may have been, Ibsen may have asked earlier, sorry if it wasn't you, Ibsen, but about, do I feel like the TV show...
The CFR chamber. I have to secure it. My own people may wish to take it. Who knows how many are working against me. The CFR chamber...
Isn't secure yet.
Isn't secure yet. I won't give in to this thing. The CFR chamber isn't secure yet.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was going to talk about something else.
Into this thing.
Yeah, we'll go secure it. Sorry, I was just listening to you talk. What was I going to say? I was playing Resi 9 with my partner and got to the Raccoon Police Department. That's not a spoiler, it's on the front cover. And then had to stop as she went away to visit family. I'm eager to wrap up and watch you play it. Draz, nice. One day, maybe. One day, maybe. I am a coward, though, as you know.
CFR has been secured.
Mr. Serene? I'm in your office.
I'll be right there. Serene out.
Serene out.
The soldier doesn't know how close to the end I am. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of becoming the enemy. What that would mean for me, for the plan. I can feel it infesting my thoughts.
Like
I don't know
this.
who to trust anymore.
This is great.
Martin Hatch. He used me all these years. How deep does this betrayal run? How many more are there? They wanted the lifeboat to fail. Why?
Yes.
What's their agenda?
This is the last thing I'll say for now about it. I think this game would have benefited from being shorter. And you might go, wait, what? It's already a short game. It feels like there's so much padding, which doesn't do anything to excite or entice. And opening the game with the end of time, Megamajig, thank you very much. That is incredibly kind of you. Welcome on in, Flashbang, to Vinim, Gritty, Infogamer, Elegment, and Ditsy-Doo. Welcome on in. Courtesy of Megamajig. Thank you, Megamajig. It's very kind of you. How are you today? I'm guessing you're out in the truck, maybe, potentially. Thanks, buddy. Very, very kind of you. I could see it, even if it worked well for me lengthwise. It's hard to escalate the stacks when step one is we broke time. Yeah. I'd love to talk about it without coming across as being just negative. Like I want to give my criticisms with a fair reason for why I feel that way. I think opening the game, as I said, with the end of time and showing us like this is the end state, and throughout the whole game it's we break time, we can't fix it, we break time, we can't fix it, we break time, we can't fix it. Then there's like these tenuous relationships which you are meant to be forming between, you know, of course, yourself and Beth, which I think is probably one of the most well done. Serene and Jack, like the relationship between them, which is supposed to be one of friendship at the beginning of the game, I thought was delivered really well. And then from there on, I would have thought that would have played a bigger role in the narrative, this relationship that they once had together. Their friendship, but it doesn't really matter. William is, after Act 1, I feel like, yeah, we've had a couple of screenshots and videos and notes written by him here and there, but it's all pretty, vapid. Like, it's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't alter my emotional, response to the game. Like, I just don't really care, you know, and that's not because I've not tried to care. I've read everything, you know, I'm trying to soak it all in. It's just there's not enough meat on the bone for me to, you know, take a bite from to go, oh yeah, that tastes good. Like I'm like, you know, turning over the drumstick in my hand looking for anything nice, a morsel, and it's just not filling me up. If to give a weird chicken-based analogy, like it's a real weird one. It's really weird. I've not played many games like this where I'm so enthralled by the potential and I just feel really disappointed by the execution. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Everything that I'm doing and everything I'm seeing and the gunplay, the powers that are at your disposal, everything just feels like it should have been better. But it feels underbaked and a bit...
Sir?
As I said...
Be right with you, son.
Flaccid. I had a similar feeling throughout my playthrough too. From what I remember, the game was in a bit of development hell with the TV show not airing, and it feels like things kind of slapped together when it eventually did release. I mean, that's another thing, right? You think about the TV shows, you think about Burke, who I think is, Burke, and, you know, his family, his wife, his soon-to-be child, who's going to be born, hopefully soon. Like, that's a really enthralling little bit of storytelling. And I think I care more about Burke than I do even Jack, right? Like, this guy that we see intermittently in these recordings. I care more about him than the main character. I don't know. It's just bizarre. And I think that might be it. Like, now that I've worked through it in my head a little bit, I think it really is just the Minute Foundation. Any other shops we can see down there? I think it is just the loss of potential.
I spent years living in the past, living in the safety of knowing what happens next. Years of planning, building. It's all come to this.
I see Serene as an Obsidian user. Here's another thing. The last decision we made was to trust Sophia and go against Hatch. Yes, I'm sure there'll be a payoff soon, but I've not felt any repercussion of that yet. And the initial decision we made when we decided to not kill the students at the university and to instead run with the PR campaign, it's done so little in the grand scheme of things. Like, you know me, if we were playing Control or Alan Wake 2, I'd be photo moding, looking at all of this. Dow Jones, peaks, records, blah, 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 begin tracking William Joyce, start 9/11 investments, Bush elected, okay, so prepare Republican connections, have good share of military-industrial complex, John Avenue 17. So the idea here is that they were themselves the individual responsible in some way for maybe having Bush elected. The idea being, I suppose, that would then lead to what happened in Afghanistan, what would then happen in, 9/11, etc. Start El Salvador groundwork, Time Warner sale, scout for Chronon research team. No sign of mystery woman from EOT. Search continues. Female, red hair, late 20s, linked to Joyce. Like, there's so much here that if I had felt a real pull from the game, I'd be salivating over. Lead on mystery woman found, spotted near Joyce's workshop, doubled security around the workshop, invest in Iraq oil, establish relations with Facebook team. Like, this is actually quite fun. And had the lead up to this been more impactful for me, I'd be, again, like, so happy reading all of this. Because you just get to see what I think is a pretty human, realistic, I don't know, interpretation of what one would do in this situation. Being able to track everything and knowing what's coming. You know, like this here, establishing relationships with the Facebook team in 2002 in order to gain the funding required for Monarch. Like, this is sick. Like, genuinely, this is awesome. PR team to Thailand, market Monarch security in London. Bush re-elected. Lifeboat feasibility. Begin funding for Riverport University. Financial crisis starts. Swine flu epidemic. Chronon Tech Alpha. Like, this is brilliant. Serene caused 9/11. Well, I mean, that's you could maybe figure that out in a way, but I wouldn't. It really depends on whether or not this here, Bush being elected and leading to the instability, which would then lead to 9/11 happening. Now, who knows? You could look at it in that way. All of this would be more interesting if not for them repeatedly saying fate can't be changed, so none of it matters. Well, the one thing which goes against fate not changing is when Paul said, rather candidly, my visions aren't always clear, but they never lie. Which is like, that feels like big corpo speak, right? How are you meant to take that line of dialogue? Riverport News, your city, your home, your news. Imagine seeing in the 2019 board COVID, right at the end in like November, December. If they had known. Lifeboat final construction complete, anti-shifter weapons delivery. Yeah. I see things, but I have no context for them. I always took that as in I can see the truth, but not in its entirety. Anything on here that looks relevant? Friday, October 7th. Monarch Solutions is expanding its R&D, seeking growth in West Riverport. Student protest intensifies. Yeah, my read on that line was less...
Report.
Let me listen
Sir,
to this.
You ordered us to search the demolished lab. Your treatments were destroyed, but there was one left. The casing appears to be broken, but it's all we could find.
Okay. Let's take it.
One of my treatments. But it's damaged.
That's what you just said.
Is it safe to use?
Sir? I didn't catch that.
Or is it a trap? Another betrayal. The treatment will make me weak. Is that what they want? Can any of them be trusted?
Okay. Okay. Hold to show control.
I'm not a traitor. You're the same now. And I need your help. I can focus on the mission. The lifeboat. See it through to the end. I still have allies I can trust.
Look, you have to realize you're not gonna keep me from getting the CFR.
Last chance to walk away, Joyce.
Liam Burke. He would fight to defend us. To slow Jack down. The plan could still work.
Okay. Surrender.
You have all betrayed me. Assured my downfall. And now, I will assure yours.
My world will be renewed. My world will see balance.
Chaos. It's falling apart. They're working against me. They're fighting each other.
You'll need to get to Serene's office. He's got direct access to the CFR. All right?
Joyce fixes the fracture. He fixes the world. They'll go home happy.
Charlie Wincott. Another weakling. A traitor siding with Jack. I can make them suffer. All of them.
Serene stops fighting his Chronon syndrome. He loses faith in his plan and Monarch. I'd love to do that. I just want to see him go full-on Chronon. Full-on shifter. Maybe that's what... My feeling is that what they did with the shifter, what we saw of Dr. Kim, is what maybe led to some of these more alien designs and control.
Sir?
We're doing it.
Are you alright?
Who put you up to this?
Sir, you ordered us to go through Dr. Kim's lab, find what we can...
Who are you working for?
You, sir!
Liar!
What the fuck?!
No. Any of them. It could be any of them. I need to be careful. Bradbury swimming pool.
Okay. Everyone went with it. Can you believe it? Cool. And then this is going to be we're going to watch a TV show I guess at the beginning of tomorrow. Okay. Right. Let me, well, I need to be going, but I want to try and wrap up my thoughts because I don't want to seem like I'm just riffing and being negative for the sake of it. Do I still like the game? I think it's, again, it's like for me, it just lands at a 6 so far. When I feel like the potential that it had, in my opinion, could have really I don't know, knocked it into like high 8s for me. I don't know if that makes any sense. Not sure how much is left, but there is a chance we start final draft tomorrow. Not a 5 out of 7. Maybe with some rice, maybe. I like the gameplay enough. It's a 7 for me. The gameplay is what's keeping it at a 6. The gameplay to me is like a 7. But the narrative is, and I mean this, and if you've watched me, you know that this has happened maybe 3 times in 7 years. The narrative is like a 3. It opened at like an 8. I thought, this is incredible. I cannot wait to see where this goes. But God, it just, there's nothing about it. Yeah, damn, oof, I know. I don't know, it just doesn't feel... It feels like such a waste of potential. Like, I look around at some of these moments which have happened, like Martin Hatch deciding to blow up the compound where Dr. Kim was being held, and then blaming it on Sophia. I feel like the impact of that on the story was the equivalent of a wet fart. Like, nothing really came of it. It was briefly mentioned, never to go back to. Maybe we'll get something of that next. I don't know. There's so many moments like that in the game, though, where something happens and it's like it never happened at all. Like, there's no real consequence. And I don't know. That was my worry. Like, it will make some stuff in Alan Wake 2 DLC more enjoyable. But other than that, I was like, the game ain't the best, though. The game certainly meandered. I think I'm looking forward to wrapping it up. You know, maybe it will end with a bang. But again, I you know me from when I did American Nightmare. I don't like that. This isn't bad in the sense of American Nightmare. American Nightmare is still like leagues worse. Like, shy. Nothing is redeemable about that. This game, I think, for me, just knowing what, like, seeing what could have been, and it just, I don't know. I'll work over my thoughts. Sorry. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it ending as high praise. There's some really cool concepts. I just wish it could have done more with them. I haven't been paying super attention to the story, but it seems like it's just too long. I would agree. I'd agree. It's also because of the choices, but yeah, it's one of those things where maybe they could have done more with a sequel, but they never got the chance. I feel like, again, you know, I know you guys are like, ooh, for 3, but even the choices you make, while they do have a brief impact in that you get to see it take place in live action, I think the game could have done without it and just stuck down the straight and narrow and you know, stuck to its guns and given you a pretty definitive, hey, here's the narrative. I don't think the different choices add enough to counteract what's been lost by not having one common thread, where they could have gone all in on it. And maybe they struggled under the weight of making each choice feel weighty, but ultimately none of them had any weight at all. It's sanitized, yeah. I'm certainly not compelled. Neither am I. Yeah, the most frustrating experience is a promising one that doesn't deliver. Remember at the beginning when you found the Wake video on the TV? Day 1 was great. Yeah. Sanitized is actually a succinct way of describing the game. Yes. I guess it has nostalgia factor for me because of the actors and the concepts. Again, I think conceptually, you know, I applaud them for trying to be innovative and innovational and, you know, trying something different. Do I think it worked? No. Doesn't mean it can't work again. No. I think they could make it work. Yeah. But no, I just, when I am ever critical, I want to make sure it is grounded in genuine criticism and not just, I hate this because it is bad. You know, I don't like when people do that because I need answers. If you don't like something, why do you not like it? Explain that to me. And I just feel like it's lost potential, sanitized, great word. And Am I still excited for the end? Yeah, I am excited to see how it wraps up. Will we defy fate? Will we find a way to prevent the end of time? And if we do, that spits in the face of everything that we've been told up until this point, and that is that time is immutable. Things cannot be changed. You cannot alter time. Though it has never explicitly been about the future, it's been about the past. With only Paul Serene saying that it is inevitable, and the only solution to overcome the end of time is to build this lifeboat protocol. So can we, somehow, some way, find a way to defy that and figure out a way through? Well, no one else could. We'll have to wait and see. It's not straight garbage trash game. No, not at all. Not at all. I would, people wanted to play the Remedy games. I wouldn't go to bat for the game, but I would say play it because it's a very unique experience. I don't regret my time playing it. And again, I am excited for tomorrow, but it's just, yeah. It's the most disappointing. It's more disappointing than American Nightmare. Because American Nightmare was disappointing from minute one. But this game, I think, started on a high, like a big peak, and then it just slowly just kept going down. Like death via 1,000 cuts. American Nightmare started at a 2 and went to a 1. Like, my disappointment was there from the get-go. This was like a solid, and I know it's an arbitrary scale, but, this was like an 8, 9. And it's just gone to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and it's like, oh, we should probably unplug it now. Like this I don't know if we should continue. If that makes any sense. Hopefully I've explained myself well enough to not come across as a just nasty person. I like this game. Dream Galley, I'm glad you like it. I would never disagree with anyone for liking it. It's all personal opinion, isn't it? Hopefully I've been able to share why I'm not the biggest fan. I'm in the middle. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It exists. That's where I'm at, I think. So yeah, anyway, guys, I hate the developers, but it's exactly it. Yeah, I'll leave it there for today because we are already over, and I think that we are, tomorrow gonna beat it. So I'm curious to see how it wraps up. And again, whether or not we can find a way through this impervious destiny, right? We'll have to wait and see. We might. I'll try my best, Gotten. And if need be, I will extend to make it happen. But for now, I am going to go. So guys, I will not go back to the menu because I'll flashbang you, and it's the last thing we need after today to inflict retinal damage upon you all. So let me catch up and chat, and then we will. Well, I'll try and catch up and chat. There we go. Do it? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be mean. The narrative device of setting the whole thing as being an interview, and I don't think they did much with it either. Yeah, I feel like there would have been. I mean, again, I hate talking like this because I'm not a game developer. I'm not a writer, and I have a personal dislike of when people think that they can do a better job than the writers on the game. So whenever I make these comments, it's not in terms of like I could have done this better, but this is just like an idea, like spitballing it. I feel like having the interview be the core of the narrative thread at the beginning was a really smart idea, and it does seem like it was underutilized. They could have done so much more with it to have that narrator from the future discuss the events of the past. But more often than not, what would happen is the narration from the future in that interview would serve to clarify something a character had just said. Like, we'd enter into the room where the failsafe is, and then the future narrative or future interview would be like, and there it was. We found the failsafe. And then the lady's like, what did you think when you found it? I thought, that's cool. I'm obviously not, I'm being a bit disingenuous there, but that was how it felt the whole time. It was like, oh, okay, well, you've explained what's in front of me, and I feel like they could have done a lot more with it. A lot more with it. Anyway. Loss of potential, I think, is the main thing I have to say about the game. Anyway, let me say goodbye. NT, Neon Phoenix, Sophie P, thank you, Sophie. Ibsen's Castle, Hiss, Dream Girly, Tosha, thank you guys for, enjoying this with me and listening to me prattle on because, I don't like being like this, so thank you for listening and thank you for dealing with my congestion. Keata, Zanail, Dream Girly, Kima, Asik. Good luck with your packing, by the way, Kima. Jumping Spirit. I don't know if the concept exists, probably because it would have been really narcissistic, but I'd love to see videos of people remaking bad games. People have done that, and that is something that I don't enjoy, Jumping Spirit. Not like say that your idea is bad. I see people fixing films a lot of the time, like fixing film scripts, and it just comes across as a bit narcissistic, somewhat mean-spirited as well. I don't know. It's a very fine line that you have to tread when being critical of something, and you gotta weigh your criticism in a way that isn't I'm better than you, and more so here's my genuine opinion that isn't born of any narcissistic qualities, just as an enjoyer of insert X content here are my qualms with it. It's a very fine line and it's difficult to tread. I like the story and characters in Quantum Break more than Control, but I do agree with everything you've said. Let me think about that. I do feel like Control I enjoyed the characters in Control, don't get me wrong, but when you compare the attachment we had to the characters in Control to those in both Alan Wakes, especially Alan Wake 2. I think Alan Wake 2 really did well with the characters. Then yeah, I think Control probably had a weak point in that area, but I almost feel like it was born of the style of game where all of the notes were redacted and you weren't meant to really have connections with the characters, like they were meant to feel more amorphous. They were meant to feel like you didn't really know who they were. And I think that's probably why we didn't get attached to them as much, because you just didn't know who to trust or what was happening, and it was all very spooky. I think that's where I fall on Control's characterization. Shadowclaw, Koji Man, Tosha, Ambrew, Risque, Asik, Princelet, enjoy, was it STS2 Princelet? I've got no idea what that is, but enjoy, whatever that is. Gotten, Jumping Spirit, Neon Phoenix, Dream, Girly, Dynon, Basic Binary, August Solaris, Raven, August_97, Jess at home, fairly well, Jess, Hiss, Bumblebone, Soda, T-Rex, NT, Inevitable Choice, Make a Stay Pod, MP004. If only we could have a time knife. Now we're talking. Just make a game streamer. It's easy. I'll work on it, Jess. I, for one, can't wait for Andy to play Cyberpunk and start calling everyone, especially Lemon, Choom. It's going to happen. Draz, Yofel, Ibsen, Spacebar, Shrikaka, Vashio, Sign. Thank you, Sign, for being here. We adore you, sir. Gotten, make some time. Astra, Alexion. It's Slay the Spire 2 is out? No way! Oh, I love Slay the Spire. I'm going to have to go get that on the PlayStation. Shit. God damn, okay, I'll look into that. Lemon, Kosh, I'm now leaving Kosh, I'm sorry. Lemon, Isidoriana, Risque, Hellflan, anyone I've missed. Love and adore you all. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow, we wrap up Quantum Break. Will it end with a bang, or will it end with whatever the opposite of a bang is? A whimper. A whimper.